Masculinity is not a birthright. It is a ledger. This ledger is opened at birth, not with a credit, but with a debt. This is the primary debt of existence. You owe for the space you occupy. You owe for the resources you consume. You owe for the protection you received as a boy. Every action, every word, every thought. There are no assets, only liabilities. The objective is not to accrue wealth, but to service the debt. This ledger tracks your duties, your payments, and the consequences of your failures. It is an unforgiving document. There is no bankruptcy. There is no forgiveness. The terms are absolute, not subject to negotiation, and indifferent to feelings or intentions. The ledger records only outcomes. Your potential is an unwritten liability, a future debt to be paid. Your talents are not gifts, they are tools for servicing obligations. To believe you are owed anything is to misread the contract of your life. The world owes you nothing, you owe the world everything. This is the first principle. The ledger operates on consequence. Every entry demands a corresponding action. A debt incurred requires payment. A duty assigned requires fulfillment. There is no neutral ground. Inaction is not a pause. It is failure to pay. Interest accrues. Consequences are mechanical, not punitive. The universe maintains equilibrium. Your role is constant action. Your feelings are irrelevant. The contract is binding. Life as a man is managing this ledger, a lifelong audit where you are debtor and bookkeeper. You are responsible for every line item and accountable for the final balance. A positive balance is impossible. The work is to reduce the debt through fulfilled obligations. Your worth is measured by debt repaid. The ledger is a stark, cold record, the measure of a man. Your duties are your primary liabilities. They are stipulated from the moment you can stand on your own. To family, to community, to your name. These are not choices. They are non-negotiable clauses. To family, provide, protect, and prepare the next generation. Acquire skills, generate resources, stand as a bulwark against chaos. This obligation is absolute. Your payment is their stability, not their praise. To community, contribute more than you take. Build, maintain, enforce standards, and serve. Be a source of order. Produce value in work, conduct, and presence. If you are a drain, you are in default. If you are a burden, you have failed. To your name, integrity. Your name is the title of your ledger, synonymous with reliability and honor. Your word is your bond. Your actions must align with your stated principles, in public and in private. Be the same man in all circumstances, under all pressures. Hypocrisy is fraud. Falsified records. A tarnished name compounds debt rapidly. Duties are hierarchical. Integrity underpins all others. Without it, efforts collapse. Duties are relentless. They do not cease. They do not take vacations. They are present in every decision. To be a man is to accept their weight without complaint. Your life is defined not by what you want, but by what you owe. This is a man's framework. The currency used to service your debt is tangible, not intentions, not thoughts. The ledger accepts pain, sacrifice, and disciplined effort. Pain, sacrifice, effort. Pain is the cost of growth, the price of strength, the fee for resilience. Seek necessary pain, physical, mental, emotional discipline. Avoiding pain is refusing to pay a due installment. Sacrifice is relinquishing lesser goods for greater duty, comfort for responsibility, leisure for work. You sacrifice desire for those you must protect. Significant payments are marked by sacrifice. Unwillingness to sacrifice is insolvency. Default follows. Effort is the mechanism of payment, the monotonous grind that services the debt. Inconsistency nullifies pain and sacrifice. Debts compound. The world audits. Calls debts. It is law, as certain as gravity. Pay in pain, sacrifice, and effort, or pay more in failure, shame, and ruin. There are no other options. Self-control is the internal system of governance. It is prerequisite to every external obligation. An ungoverned man is a liability, incapable of servicing his debts. Your mind must be disciplined, not anarchic. Emotions, impulses, appetites subject to reason and will. This is not a request, it is required by your role. Control what you think, reject distractions, useless anger, and debilitating fear. Allocate mental energy to problems and duties. See things as they are. A clear mind, a ready body. Not a vessel for pleasure, a tool for action, maintained by discipline. Gluttony, sloth, excess are self-sabotage. They degrade the instrument needed for duty. Will is the executive branch. Strengthen it by choosing the harder path and keeping your own promises. Finish what you start. The governed will makes a man who can be counted on. Leadership is not privilege. It is advanced accounting, assuming the debts and liabilities of others. Only the man with impeccable personal accounts may lead. He ensures group solvency, allocates resources, defines duties, enforces standards. He audits, inspects, identifies deficits, and demands payment. It is not a popular role. He is swayed by balance sheets, not excuses or personalities. His authority is paid in capital, pain, sacrifice, and effort far beyond the title. Men will not follow suspect accounting. Failed leadership yields total system collapse. When the audit comes, it is absolute. The leader is accountable for every ledger he oversaw. Leadership is the highest risk and heaviest duty, the final, most demanding test of ledger management. Engagements with the world are governed by strict terms to prevent unnecessary debt. A man's word issues debt against his future self. Underwrite your promises, resources, time, and will. A broken promise is a default. It devalues your name. Issue few promises. Honor everyone. Speech must be precise and purposeful. Words are not free. They have consequences. Careless speech creates confusion, mistrust, and waste. Debits on your ledger. Speak only with substance. Speak plainly. Avoid flourish and ambiguity. Words cannot be recalled. They become permanent entries. Silence is a strategic asset. Observe, listen, think. Silence is the absence of new debt. Use silence to avoid bad commitments, leaking information, and pointless disputes. Know your limits. Strategic realism. Never commit recklessly beyond them. Knowing your limits is sound accounting. Your life prepares for a final audit, conducted at death by the world you leave behind. The auditors are those who remain. They examine your ledger. They will not read intentions or excuses, only the final balance. They measure what you built, what you consumed, and the state of those and institutions you were responsible for. Legacy is the settled ledger, the final statement of your account. Was the debt paid? Were obligations met? Did you leave your portion stronger and more orderly? Is your name honor and reliability? Or did you leave defaulted promises, neglected duties, and burdens for others to carry? Legacy is not wealth or fame. It is duties fulfilled versus duties failed. There is no appeal. The judgment is written in reality. The strength of your children, the stability of your household, the integrity of your work, the respect your name commands among honorable men. These are the assets against existence's initial debt. A man of duty, sacrifice, and discipline may approach the audit without fear, not for reward, but for the work done. He serviced the debt and kept his accounts in order. Live each day as an audit. Examine the ledger, identify deficits, pay in pain, effort, and sacrifice. Do not let interest compound. Govern yourself with iron will. Fulfill duties without complaint. This is the only path. The objective is not happiness, but a ledger as close to balance as a man can make it. To have it said, he paid his debts. This is the only verdict that matters. This is the measure of a man.